Hey, Major, how you doing? How you doing, Major? Oh, what a cutie.
Good boy.
Good boy, what a cutie. Bill and Kris, when did you get Major? How long have you had Major now?
5 years.
I shower in the morning.
So this type of dog originates in Pitsanolo, right? And that's actually where Gift is from. So maybe Major is
A relative?
a relative, could be.
Grandpa?
Is Major a relative of yours?
Yes.
Okay. Because you're a fox also. We're going to get to that in a minute. I'm good for tonight. Tell me about Major. This is unique to Thailand, right? This type of dog is unique to Thailand.
Correct. How this breed had been developed was from originally by a monk. It was during the time of flooding. And this one dog was stranded on the dry piece of land and surrounded by water. And where I guess he couldn't go anywhere, the monk, the dog couldn't go anywhere. There was also a jackal fox that was stranded. And he was feeding the two dogs and then decided maybe it may be a good idea if I have them mated, you know? Now, I suspect personally, if you look at Major, he looks like a Spix. You know, the dog Spix. If you look up on the internet, it looks very much like Major. You know, the dog could have been a Spix. We don't know. And they got mated and came to be Bangkaew Dog.
Bangkaew.
Bangkaew.
And what does that mean in Thai if you...
The name of the temple.
The name of the temple.
Right, from
Okay.
of the monk. Can you hold that? So, eventually what happened, the Bangkaew Dog became very famous because it was a very good dog for protection, a guide dog, and very, very protective of its family, meaning the humans. They love to be around people. And if I knew beforehand, I would have called him in Thai, Chang, which means like engineer. Because every time I'm doing something, no matter what I'm doing for work, he wants to come in and he wants to help. He really does, you know. So, but they're like that. But when strangers come in, if they don't know the strangers, you have to be careful, which is why I put them in the kennel, right? But Major is the calmest of all. The females are not so much.
Right, because you have 3, right?
3, yeah. Originally we had 4.
So 2 females and a male?
Yeah.
Now, do you mate them?
No, they're all fixed. My intention was mating them, right? Because I had paid in Phit and Loc, I think it was 12,000,
No, 15,000.
15,000 for one.
Which isn't really bad. That's 500
No,
USD.
I tell you, even if it was 30 or 40,000, that's not where the cost is. The cost is taking care of your to the vet and so forth, so on. Right? That's what the expense. But if you really want to take care of an animal correctly, yeah.
And you sent Major to school?
Tinker and Bell is actually.
Tinker and Bell, yeah. But then we had what's his name? Super dog.
Super dog.
Yeah, he came here and did some training. But the training he did was not much the training of the dogs, was the training of us.
He trained you guys to
He
how to be
trained-
with the dog. That's pretty interesting.
Yeah, in other words, well, a dog doesn't think like that, right? You have to think like a dog, right?
But that's an interesting concept. I've never
Right.
thought of it that way.
Yeah. So, and he was right, you know, even, you know, simple things is that how do you hold a leash? If you're like this, you're tense, you're projecting that stress down to the leash to the dog. Now the dog is under stress. He thinks you're worried. Now you're walking down the street, he's going to be aggressive. You have to know how
lot, you know, because they don't use
Never
to the
walk
leash.
with a leash.
But when you can walk them on the leash, they will listen to you.
And they stay beside you.
Yes.
If they move ahead or want to go another direction, you just go into a circle and then you start again. Right. And that's-
So how long did you guys get trained for?
we had two times if he
Two
came here.
times, and very expensive.
Yeah.
So can I ask you how expensive for you two to be trained?
Each time? How much?
No, I'm sorry. 14.
Each time?
Yes.
For both of you?
No,
Or for one?
Yeah, all together.
Okay,
With the
so
dogs.
he came for 2 days, so 28,000 baht for the 2 days training, and almost $1,000
Yeah.
for the 2 days training
Yeah.
for you to be trained, not for the dog to be trained.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
And did it work? Let me ask you: are both of
Yes.
you trained? You believe it was
No, it was a jackal.
a jackal?
It was a jackal. Which is, if you see a jackal's not very large,
Right.
right? It's something like this. But he's big for a male, right? The male should be around 28, 29 kilo. He's 32.
32 kilo.
The females right now, the other two, 22.
So what do you feed, Major? Just dog food?
No dog food.
Hey, Major. What a cutie.
Right.
What
So
a cutie. Yeah.
we buy.
Oh, I just love dogs. You're a nice one, huh? You're a nice one, huh? So this is, you feed, what is it?
Chicken.
Chicken, okay.
It's a skeleton of the chicken.
Okay.
Still with meat on it.
Before cook,
Right.
it's natural because
So he eats it
dogs
raw.
are
They eat it raw.
Yeah.
for someone worry about worm, but normally dog that eat food, like dry food, every dog needs to get the worm medicine anyway.
Right.
But this one is better. Then when they
Dog
eat,
food.
they can digest all, and when they cook,
Right.
very dry and no stink.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
And after this, we give raw egg.
Okay, one
One
raw
each.
egg.
So each dog gets one of these a day?
No, this is good for 3 dogs.
Good for 3 dogs? For 1 day?
Yeah.
And that's it? And then they get 1 egg each?
After this, yeah.
And that's a big dog, so that's very healthy, you could see.
I mean, when the dogs were in the wild, they did their own hunting. They ate raw meat.
Yeah. Yeah.
The dog's organic too.
Yeah, I could see that. Very good. Very beautiful dogs, all 3 of them.
So this is one of. We have maybe about 10 or 12 of these things. And you see that she made. She's a very good artist, Chris. And she made this on little bees. And,
They must be little.
Yeah.
see?
Very little stingless. They don't sting you.
They don't
at all.
sting you,
But
no.
they like, we call it herb honey, because they like to get the tiny flower from herb. They don't like to get the honey from the big flower. That's why we can get honey only once a year
This
from
nest. And but we have like 12 of them, right?
Okay.
and very healthy honey.
Yeah.
Yeah. He made it. Kingdom.
They have their workers, right? Just like everything else. But up here, you're gonna see the bees. There's always bees that stay around here.
Mm-hmm.
They are the guards. They are guarding, right? To make sure who's coming in and who's going out. It's an amazing thing, you know.
And very organized.
Oh, they organize their house. They have the honey there. They have the food there. This is one nursery. And olive tree from Italy. Now we're crafting. See, this is how we craft to make another tree.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Right. So once that gets rooted, take it out, plant it, put in the nursery, and we have another olive tree.
And here I don't remove the
Grass.
weed, the grass here, because it's the ladybug's nursery. Ladybugs are good bug that they
Yeah, right
eat
here. See the
the
ladybug?
Yeah.
aphid. They can eat aphid more than 500 aphid per day. So
Wow.
I just keep it like that. A lot of ladybugs.
A lot of ladybugs, yeah. Look at that.
Yeah.
This week they said that for ladybug, we have a lot in Google.
Nursery now.
Nursery? Oh, okay.
Black is real figs. These are Iraqi figs, lemon trees,
So you'll eventually ship all of these off
Yeah.
to your customers. Okay.
and raspberry, the yellow one and the red one. And these are dwarf banana. This can grow only
This is a
1
dwarf
meter.
banana grow like that high.
And the bananas are going to be?
on top.
Yeah.
It's different
Small?
from the
Yeah. Now it became interesting because they claim that it brings good luck to your house. The Japanese banana trees, they're not how much is that the baby Japanese banana tree selling for now?
I'm sorry, 650 baht.
Basically the root.
So what is your most expensive tree that you sell?
Blueberry is 2,500 baht.
2,500 videos a week you upload. Wow. That's amazing.
At least
And how long are your videos normally?
3 to 5.
3 to 5 minutes?
They call this mayong chit fruit. Here you go, here, right here.
Yeah.
ยังไม่โตมันจะโต
Is it like a little mango?
No,
Yeah, something like a little mango. That's right.
เยี่ยมแบบอร่อยมากมะยง
Yeah.
ชิดสวีท
So
นะ
if you try to pronounce this mayong chit, just think in English. My
Own
own
shit.
So if you say it fast, my own shit. Oh yeah.
My own shit? Very good.
ขอบคุณค่ะ Thank you so much for watching our video นะคะ Love you all นะคะ รักทุกคนเลยค่ะ บ๊ายบาย สวัสดีค่ะ